very, 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 very careful about media psychology. So Dr. Phil would be classified as a media psychologist. How many of you have seen at least one episode of Dr. Phil? Okay, so probably most of you have. So again, and it's been a long time since I've watched Dr. Phil, and I would hope he's still doing something like this. So again, remember, especially for people who are suffering more than other people that he sees, doesn't he oftentimes do something like this? I've been in contact with so-and-so in the city where you live, and I have set up a referral with them for you to be able to go and talk to them so you can get more in-depth treatment from that person. Because I can't solve your issue here in however long he actually talks to. Telephone and internet. I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to laugh too much here. Lack of interpersonal cues. Distance therapists may or may not be trained professionals. So for all you know, the person on the other end of the line is simply reading from a script. That's all that you... Now, and granted, you know what? So if I think about, for instance, Kids Help Phone, that's going to be beneficial to talk them down, if you will, get them out of the immediate danger that they to themselves that they might be. But for all you know, you listen for the paper being turned, right? Or the click, 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 click. Okay, so you say that you are suffering from symptoms of depression, blah, 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 whatever it might be, and therefore as a result of that you're feeling suicidal. So just hold on a minute, let me click on the right, depression, okay, with suicidal thoughts and tendencies. Now I'm going to read to you what it says here, okay? It might get you off the edge, if you will, of the cliff, folks, but in terms of long-term help, probably not going to do it for you, okay? Again, the problem with the internet, many problems with the internet, folks. But again, how many of you can get across your true feelings and true meaning by sending an email or by sending a text to somebody? A text. You can put all the winky faces and stuff in you want, but guess what? Without the enunciation and without the, and I'm losing the word here, folks, you miss a lot of it. The intonation. Without the intonation of your voice, people don't understand if you're being serious, being sarcastic, making a joke, etc., etc. Oh, don't say that. With Skype and FaceTime and all of those types of things, okay, yeah, it makes it easier. It makes it easier, right? Because you can see the other person face to face, and because you can see them face to face, you can read their body language and you can read their facial expressions to get an idea. But again, there's still, in terms of therapy, nothing better than face to face, in-person sessions with somebody else. Remember those things that we used to read on a daily basis? It was called a newspaper. Newspapers have gone, malls are going the way of newspapers these days. But if you, now again, most of you are not good. How many of you remember like Dear Ann Landers or Dear Abby or something like that, okay? And those were advice columnists, okay? So kind of along these lines here. Oh, the other thing you have to, this is, you've got to be, again, it goes back to the idea that you don't know what the education is the person has. They're a very well-known media person in the United States who would dole out personal advice. So how many of you remember the show Frasier? Okay, so remember they would call in and Frasier would give them advice, blah, blah, blah. So there was one woman in the United States and her name was Dr. Laura Schlesinger. Dr. Laura Schlesinger, who would give people advice when they called into her radio show. Let's see if I can see that. L-A-U-R Schlesinger. There it is. Dr. Laura, American talk radio host and author. Her consists mainly of her responses to callers' requests for personal advice. Okay, the doctor, hey, score! She's got her PhD. Hey, she can call herself doctor. Score! Well, she was very blunt, very in your face. Told you if you were being an idiot, that kind of stuff. Hey, score! Oh, the 10 stupid things women do to mess up their lives. The proper care and feeding of husbands. Oh, wait a minute! She's not a psychologist. Physiologist. She's a physiologist. So think about an anatomy and physiology course that you might take at this college where you learn about the human body. And she's doling out personal advice, personal relationship advice. Again, you've got to be careful, because unless you went digging for something like this, you would have no idea that she doesn't have a PhD in that type of